how we can manipulate functions. So that's what we're looking at. If you can hear my, I hope everyone can hear me. You can see my screen. Just give me a thumb if you can see my screen. Well, start. Okay, thank you. I'm waiting for this guy that usually record the video. Be able to come up so that I can record it. Record the class. We will start. Open your Visual Studio Code. Create a folder called function. And inside the folder, we'll now create our HTML file, our CSS file, and our JavaScript file. Gideon, you ready? Right, we'll start so that you start recording. Good. So now, on a blank file, so I've created a file, a folder called function. I want to create some file inside the folders. So inside that folder called function, I'll create my first file, my HTML file. I can call the file index.html. I want to use it for a video function. Inside that same folder, inside this function folder, I'll also create another file known as style.css, which I'll use for my CSS in case if I need CSS. Then I'll create a file known as script.js. I'll go to my HTML. I'll press my Shift 1. So the title is going to be function. Now, in last class, I think I've explained deeply on function. So today, I want to do more on function. So I can see my H1. I'm going to look at function 1. Look at this function -1. Maybe people should go inside. The noise is too much. So now I will link my to my. I'm not going to use my CSS, but let me just link it to my CSS in case if I need it. So for me to link to my CSS, I will type link and connect to my CSS file. So where the HRO is blinking, where the cursor is blinking, I'll press Control and spacebar, connect to my style.css. Then I'll go down the body, then connect to my script. I'll type script and connect to my JS. So SRC is what we use in linking the script. Press my Control spacebar and connect to my script folder. I'm done. Then I'll go to my JS direct and just write some few function. The function I want to write, I think I have it, just a little function to keep out warming. All right, I'm coming. No. All right, on my CSS file, on my JavaScript, I want to write a simple function. Coming. All right. I want a function to print out. I want to name the function var outwhere, outerwhere. Remember, it's a camel case. Follow the way it is equals to. I'm declaring the function is equals to declaring the variable, the string t-shirt. Now this is declared and assigned. Then I'll just go and see my function. Function. The function name is called my function. My outfit. That will be the function name. My outfit with a open bracket. The open bracket to be empty. Then I'll put a coiling brace bracket. Bring down the coiling bracket down. What did I want it? I've declared the var to be t-shirt. Now I want it to return a function known as return. Return my function, my outfit. So since I've asked it to return my outfit, I'll go below. I'll go below and say console.log brackets my outfit. My outfit. So now if I go to my HTML and I run it, go live. Let me go back to the JavaScript so that I can see it. So I go to my this thing and run it. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's running. So go to inspect and check. Sorry, I want to check if mine is working. Then I will now run yours. Allow you. Let me check my console. Outfit. I want it to return. Why is the return showing? Coming. I'm coming. Okay. I want this function to repeat. Okay, console.log bracket my outfit. I want it to print my outfit for me. But it's like it's not running. Something is wrong somewhere. Let me fix the bug on mine so that she's able to run it. Function, my function outfit. Which bracket? Line 11. Outfit, I've returned my function. I'm coming. Okay. I've seen the reason why it's not running. Inside there, I need to put this. Yes, I need to call back the function. Let me run it now and see. It's not still running. What's happening? Coming. The JavaScript is somehow crazy. Console.log bracket open my outfit. Okay. I've declared it. The function is open now. Return out where? What's happening? Okay, 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 okay. I know why it's not running. This place is supposed to be out where, outer where, yeah, outer where. Because I already declared the outer where. Now I can save and let's, okay, it's automatic save. Let's go and run it again. JavaScript, if you make one small mistake, it will not work. All right, it has printed it out. All right. What am I trying to do? I wanted the JavaScript. I'll declare the function as an outerwear, as a t-shirt. The outerwear is a t-shirt. What? The outerwear is a t-shirt. So I wanted it, the function is my outfit. Now I want it to return the outerwear, which has been declared to it as a t-shirt. So I'll console log it at console.log, my outerwear, call up the function, my outfit. So the outfit is a t-shirt, it's supposed to print a t-shirt. All right. Then what if I ask you this time, the declaration is outside the function. The watch declaration is outside the function. This is a global function, a global variable. It's outside the function. But this time now, I want you to try. I want you to try something. Okay. Outerwear. Okay, that's declared as outerwear. My outfit. Good. So everybody try it and see before moving to something tedious.
Please, let's see your HTML.
Nothing is in my HTML. Just to link it. No code in my, it's just the H2, H1 and link the file. Link the JavaScript to the HTML. That's what I did. Just link the script. If you're able to link it, this one I just write it so that if you run it, you're able to see something. Otherwise, it's not necessary. Link your CSS, but the CSS is not necessary. Can I go back to the CSS, to the JavaScript? I just wanted to print out my outfit for me, and my outfit is t-shirt. So if you want to change your outfit to trouser, then it will still print out trouser for you. Whatever name you give to the outfit, outwear, it will print it for you.
Although we didn't see your console that time.
You're not seeing my console.
Yes.
Let me increase it a little. Cause it's too much. I'm coming. Let me adjust. Can you see it now?
Like when you console the result, we didn't see the result displayed.
If you run it, what do you see on your this thing? I've shown you how to bring out this thing now. You just go to your browser where the this thing is showing. I'm coming. Let me stop sharing this. Then share that one. Let me stop sharing this. We have a lot to cover up, so let this one not stress us. Coming. All right. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, it will show function one, so nothing is showing there. So you right click and go to inspect. It's running under the console. Go to your console. You will see t-shirt there. If I go to this thing and I change my outfit right now to another thing, you're able to see it. I want to change my outfit to something else. Let me say polo. You see, if I go back and I refresh, I've changed my outfit, changed to polo. So whatever I want to put to be my outfit, I've declared it, I've assigned it. Then I'll ask the function to print it. So that's that. Anyway, now let's go to a better project. Let's create a little slider bar, but I'm thinking, yeah, will time permit me? Should I do a slider bar? All right, let's do a slider bar, sha. All right, let's take another function. There are a lot of functions, but let's just take the one. I like doing the project one so that it will be easier for everybody. All right, let me share my slide. Let me share my Visual Studio Code. All right, I want to create another function. My screen is too. Let me reduce it. All right. I want to create another folder. Inside this function, I'll create another folder. I want to call this folder slider. I want to create a slider. Slider. Inside this slider, I will have an HTML file, I will have a CSS file, I will have a JavaScript file. Inside this slider, on slider folder, I will have a file known as slider.html. That's that. Inside the same folder, I will have slider.css. Inside the same slider folder, everything should be inside. I'll have another file known as slider.js. So I have my this thing. Then inside this folder, I should be able to have I should create another folder known as img folder, where all my images will be. Inside this img folder, please try and put like 3 to 4 images inside this img folders. Let me go and put images about. Let's start with the HTML. So I'll go to the HTML, slider.html, press my Control and Shift 1, enter. Close this one first. Shift 1, enter. This is what I have. Coming. Okay. So the title will be a slider. Okay. Please, background noise, please. Background noise. There's a background noise. Thank you. So the title is slider. So the next thing I will do is to link my CSS file. So I will link to my folder known as slider.css. Then I'll go down the body and link my JavaScript file, script. So sroc, tap it, link it to the JavaScript folder file. Good. So now I want to create a slider bar. So I will have a container. So div dot slider dash container. Enter. So the div part of this closing will go down, 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 down. Go down. That's the biggest container. It will go down. So the next thing I'll do, I'll also have div dot slide open up this closing. That's my second div. So within these, I'm going to have an image. I have an image img. I'll connect to my image folder. Connect to my image folder. But my image folder is empty. I need to put some images in my folder. I need to put some images in my folder so that it will work really. Please, that noise, I don't want that noise, please. Let me go to my desktop, copy some images and put to my folder. I'm coming. 5 minutes. If you have image, put it inside your img folder.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Please, I don't know if the lecture is being recorded. So for those of us who are not
If
using our
Gid-
laptop now,
if
maybe we
Gideon is
can.
there, is recording it.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Gideon, are you recording it? So you will record it. Thank you. I'm coming. I'm trying to look for some images I will use. All right, I've gotten some image. Let me just copy this image and paste it inside my img folder. Here is the img. Okay. I need to paste some image there. Oh, it's not pasting. I need to go to the root of the folder and paste it. Go to your main folder inside your img and paste your image direct. Okay, I've pasted the image. So watch the way I will link the image now. All right, now think in my HTML where I had slider.html. Where the SRS is, let me close here so that you can see. SRC is, I'll connect to my image by pressing, connect to my image folder by pressing Control space bar. Click on the img. So there are some images here. I'll connect to the first image. But now I want to name this as a class. I will say the class because of my JavaScript. So the class, I need to give it a class. So the class will be slider image, slide image, slash dash image, img. For the alternative, you can leave the alternative to be open. So the next thing I'll do, maybe I can just put h1 and just put anything there, maybe hello or 1. It's okay. So I've closed this. So I'm done with this. The next thing I'll do, I'll create another class again known as slide. Then I have to I'll have 3, and so on and so forth. So the next thing I'll do right now, I'll have div dot slide, enter. Bring this one down. Why within that slide space, I'll have H2. Maybe I'll put 2 there. I just want to create a slide animation. That's what I'm trying to do, achieve. If I copy this, go down and paste it, and I'll change this number to 3. Change this number to 3. I think I have 1, 2, 3, which is okay. The next thing I'll do, I'll create another slide again. I'll have div dot slide, enter. Bring the div down. Inside this div, I should have the image, the H4, and the rest. So if I come to here right now, I'll have my IMG image. So without wasting time, I can come here and copy from here to here. Come to here and paste it. But this image now, I need to change this image to another image. I'll change this image to another image, maybe my image 2. This one that is here, I can change it to 4. Change it to 4. I think that's okay. Now, that's okay. Then I'm done with that. I can now start building my button. I'll now create a button. But remember, this should have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to close this 4, 2, 3, 4. I should have like 4 closing this thing here. Let me check. 1, no, 1. This should close. This also should close. Okay, so that's 2. So I should have a closing div here again. Sorry. Just have a div here. A closing div, that's what I want. So that I can close this my div that is open, and this div that is open is closed. So I want this div right now to go down. This div should go down and close this one. So after this, I should have like 3 div closing. So this div, close this div, closing that one, and this div is closing another div. Let me expand it so that we see it. Because that's where you're going to have challenge with your div, your closing divs. Let's try to find our divs that are closing. This div, where is it closing? I click on this div. Sorry. This div, where is it closing? Does it have a close? Doesn't have a close. Doesn't have a close actually. This div closing a particular div, which is the main div. So if this is the main div, this one should go down. Then this div should come up. So this is the main div that close the entire container. Let me confirm. I have one div down. Okay, it's complete. Move this div. This div is not closing any div. What is happening? This main div, okay, is closing this container. Then this div should go out. This div that should be closing div here. Okay, Let's try to check if all our divs are well closed before we continue. This div, oh, there's a problem in this div. I'm coming. Let me sort out the div so that they will all close. This is a main div
I think it's
container.
correct.
9, 16, 16, 16. There's a div here. Yeah, this div is closed. A div. Yeah. Let me check. This div is closing. This div is not okay. This div is supposed to go down. This one supposed to go down. Let me take it up a little. I copied and paste, that's why. Okay. I want the div of the entire container to be closed. Let me take this up a little. Good. All right, let's check my div again. This div is closed. This div is closing this div. Good. This div is closed. This div has a close. Good. This div has a close. Then what is this div doing? Okay, it's closing the main container. Then this div is not necessary. So remove this div. All right, I think all our divs are closing. Yeah. This div is line 17. Line 17, you shouldn't be in a div. You stand alone. You should be inside this. Okay, line 17. Bring this div under this place. Good. So now this div closes the H2. This div is the entire div. This div to close this div. Okay. This div has a close. Try and check all your divs. Okay, it's closing, and this div is closing. All the divs are closed now. So now, since all the divs are closed, you just need to start working on the button now. Just waiting for you to finish up so that I'll go to the button. So now I'll go to my button. The button is starting its own div and closes its own div. So it's on its own. So I'm going to have a div for the button, div dot btn. I'll name the button btn. Enter. So bring the closing of the div for the button down. All right. Then the next thing I'll do, then I'll now put button. The button type, the type should be button. The book can put submit that I want to use button. Then the class for the button, I need a class. Because of my JavaScript, I need a class. I need to give it a class name as pre-btn. Please name it like this so that it won't have issue on the JavaScript area. Then the closing side of the first button, bring it down. Then I'll write preview to close that button. Then the next button I'll do, I can just copy this button and change it. I copy this button without the div, paste it under. Then in this case, the second button, I will change the second button. The button type will be full button now. So the button type class, sorry, Ctrl Z. Okay, the second one doesn't have a class, just have a button. Here is a button. Button type is theme button. All of them belongs to the same class, have the same class. But this one gonna be next button. Instead of preview, for the second button will be next. Next button. Then this place where you have preview, you put next. The button have a single so that I can style them at once. I don't want to rename, give them second class. So now remember this our button has div. So I'll take the closing div closer. So this div is closing the div of the button. So I have a button. The first the class of the button is btn. So that while styling it should be a btn. So btn container. Let me make it btn container. Btn dash container. Let it be a container. btn container. That's the class for all the button. Then the button type is button. The class is preview button. Then I have a preview. That button is closed. The second button type is button. The class is next button. Remember the button is it's capital B E N. Next. So I close the second button. I think I'm done with that. Remember to link your JavaScript. If you've not linked your JavaScript, try and link your JavaScript. I have linked my JavaScript. So I want to move to my CSS. So if you're done, please, I want you to let me know that I'll move to my CSS. I've structured the HTML. I want to move to CSS. So I'll give you like 5 minutes to finish the HTML. So I'll move to CSS and style it faster. Then we'll move to JavaScript. All right, I want like 2 or 3 persons to give me a thumbs up that is done with the button so that I can move. Done with the HTML so that I can move on. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Can I move to our CSS? They've given us a signal to go to the CSS. Good. In the CSS, I'll be a little bit fast. I'll be a little bit fast in the CSS. But just get patient. On the CSS, I'll go to that my CSS slide.css. So this way I'll start styling my CSS right now. So I know we have a slide container. Or the CSS is a little bit longer. I don't know where to start from, but no wahala. I'll just take off the little ones. Global styling. So we'll start with the universal styling. Here we have the asterisk style. We have our margin as 0. Margin 0, padding 0. This controls our sizing. Padding 0. And box sizing for that box. I'm done with that. The next thing I'll style now is the body. The body. I want to style the body so that I have a font family. But I can just skip that. Or skip that. Skip that, just go straight to my main container. I think I have a slider container. Let me check. Let me check my HTML so that I'll know what I want to slide. To style. Okay, I have this one is spelled wrongly. It's S slider dash container. I'll style the slider container. Style the button. All right, now for the slider container, there is my CSS. Okay, so I'll have dot slider dash container. I'll be a little bit fast. So what did I need there? I need a border. I need a border of like 5 pixel, solid. But this time, the color gonna be a variation color. A variation color where I need to use a clear
Ah,
primary.
yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, check the spelling of your container for the styling so that you don't affect it.
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Even your slide is not well spelled.
Let me check what I have in my HTML. What did I have in my HTML? Slider. That's what I have in my HTML. Slider. This one. This is what I have. Let me just copy it and just go straight and use it.
Even the spelling
Oh,
solid.
slide,
That's five
slide.
pixels solid.
The
It's
spell
not
of that
correct.
slide is not well spelled.
Oh, no problem. I'm trying to
That's five pixels solid, not slide. That is
solid.
not correct.
All right. 5 pixels solid clear primary
Yeah.
5. That's primary color. The slider I use in my HTML, that's what I'm using now. Slider. I've corrected that one. So I will need a width. A width of about 80 VW. You've heard about VH. Now it's VW I'll be using. I have a margin. Margin 0 auto. We'll move it to the middle. Margin 0 auto will enable it to move to the auto, move the container to the middle. Then I'll have a height. I'll have a height about 40 VH. Vertical viewpoint. Then I'll have a maximum width in case it's beyond that width. If I put a maximum width, means you can't expand it. Maximum width of like 80 rim. Then position, we use position to navigate, to control objects. The position will have the relative, we have the absolute, we have the sticky, we have the solid, but mostly you will be using relative and absolute, the positioning. Then the border radius. I want to have a border radius of about 0.5 rim. Then I want to have an overflow. That's a kind of background effect. Overflow hidden. I want to remove that overflow to be hidden so that you won't have background shadow. Then the margin at the top, I want to shift the top. I have a little margin from the top. Margin from the top to be like 4 rim. So these are the container will look like. So if you go live, go to your HTML and go live and see the effects. You should go live so that you see it. So we're now moving to the slide. I'm going to style the slide. I'm going to slide the slide image.
Please, okay. Please, can you go live so that we can see it? It does not have that one.
Hmm?
If I go to Rumukuta, please, can you go live so that we can see it?
Going live and coming
Some
back
of us are using phone to
actually. If
stream.
you're using phone, they are recording it. But go back, disabling the
Okay,
slide and going again is disturbing. But let me just go live for this one. After then, I'll just continue my code.
okay, okay. Thank you.
I have to stop, start, stop, start. It's disturbing. I'm coming. I have to stop this slide now. Then I just style Lily container. So let me preview it again. Let me go live again. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Oh. Have you seen it?
Yes, sir.
My friend, go inside. Have you seen it?
Or midnight has come up.
Okay, please, I won't go live again because it's actually disturbing me. Going back, coming back, going back, going back. Obi, Obi. All right, stop it. Leave here, leave here, leave here. All right, let me go back to my list.
Hello, good morning, Sammy.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Please, I just want to confirm, is the background noise from you?
It's what? Yeah, it's
The
from my side.
background.
It's
Can
from
you
my side.
can you
Sorry.
control it? It's affecting the class.
Hmm?
Can you control it, please, or you stay away from it? It's affecting the class.
Mm. I'm having class, but all of you should go inside, please. Please, sorry, let me pause. Obi, you people should leave here, leave here. You're distracting the class. You people should leave here. Go inside. Go inside. Go inside. You're distracting my class. Now go inside. Go inside. You're distracting my class. When you open that door, noise will be coming out. All right, sorry. Just my neighbor that is making noise. Let me move out. Sorry for that. Therefore, please don't follow me. I'm having class. Thank you. Bring that share for me. Bring that share for me. I'm very sorry for that. Something happened and you are making noise. Oh, sorry. Let's continue. Let's go back to the CSS. All right. I'm done with this. I want to move into, even if you didn't finish it today, you might finish it in the next class. All right. I want to style the slide. I want to style the slider dot slide. It's a class. I want to
I
style it.
want to ask a question.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah?
What we are learning now is similar to assignment we have on our poster.
Eh? You said?
And what you are teaching, is this something similar to the assignment we have on our poster?
Which assignment? I have a scheme of work which I have to teach you how to use function, if function and function. And I've taught you how to use others. It's JavaScript, basically. It's JavaScript. But you can't do the JavaScript by not doing CSS and HTML. Are you getting me? So I'm combining both of them. Because to teach you how to use function. I can't start using the function without combining both HTML and CSS together. Do you understand? All the styling, you've already know them. But I need to call them up so that I can use them for the JavaScript. Because without them, the JavaScript will not work.
Okay, thank you.
So please, I have a question.
Please, not question
You
time. Please let me finish what I'm doing. This is not question time. Just follow me up. Let's finish what we have to achieve before we now have time for question. If you keep on asking
the
question,
essence
this one is asking question.
the
The essence
essence
of
why I'm
what?
speaking is I'm just joining the see I'm just joining today. Like it's my
Mm,
first class. So
mm.
actually I don't understand what you are explaining. But since you said
You want to
there is time
understand
for
because this is
question,
your first class.
okay, so when the time of question comes, I'm going to ask my question. Sorry.
Why are you joining for now? Why are you joining today? When we'll be
They
having
just
class.
assigned us. They just assigned us not to how many days ago.
I mean, you have a lot to do. You have a lot to cover up. But no problem. Let's see what we're gonna do. My boy, please leave it. All right. I'm styling the slide. And tell your mommy. I'm done sliding the
So that
hello?
please, I want to ask that previous and next. Is it the slide?
What?
That previous and next. Is it the slide?
That's not the slide now. Look at the HTML. Look at your HTML back. This
Okay.
is the slide now. I've done
Okay.
styling the container. I want to style the slide. I want to style the
Okay.
slide. There's a container. There should be a slide in a container. Sorry. Go and talk to your mommy.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Go and meet your mommy and take water from your mommy. All right. Display. Yes. Display should be grid. Grid display. Then I want to place the item. Place items to be at the center. Then transition. I want a transition where we showing and be going all at 0.25 seconds. Is in, is out, is in, out, is in, out. Should go in and go out. Then I align the text to be at the middle. Text, align, center. Please, okay, leave. So this is how I want to style the slide. So style it and we continue. Remember, I need to style the slider container, the slide image, the slide image. There's an image under the slide. So go to the slide image. I will have dot slide dash img. I'll check my CSS if I have something like that. Do I have anything like slide image? Checking. Okay, this is supposed to be slide dash image. This is a container for the slide. This is slide image. Okay, this is a slide and this is the image. So go back to the slide. I need to slide the slide image. Slide image. For the slide image, I just need the height and the object to fit in the container. That's what I need. The image that is under the slide. So I'll just say the height should be 100%. People should go inside. The object Object should fit the cover. Object should fit the cover. That's what I need. So now if you go back to your HTML, you have the slide and the image. We also have the slide H2, slide H3, then we have the H4, and so on. So I'll just style all of them at once. I have H1, H2, H3. All these things are under the slide. So I can just call them as slide H1, comma, H2, comma, H3, comma, H4. So all of them will have the same property. No, no, have the same property. Have the same font size to be 5 rem. Then apart from that, what do I have again? Let me go back to my HTML. I have the slide container, I have the slide H1, H2, and so on and so forth. Then the button. The button. The button. Under the button, I have the button container, the BTN container, which I named the button. Okay, let me slide for the button. While you're doing that, let me see my preview while you do yours and give me feedback. Then I'll continue.
Do you hear me, sir? The meeting will end in 2 minutes. Yeah.
When you end, I will reschedule the meeting again. When it ends, we will reschedule another meeting. Now. All right, I want to style my button .btn dash container. .btn container. For my button, I just want the button to display flex, right? To go to the middle. Display flex. The button container. Then I justify content center. Center. Margin top. Margin top should be 0.75 rem. That's for the button container. That's for the button Now I've done the button container. Now you have the button has a pre-button and a next button. I will style both of them together. If you go to the HTML, the next thing I will style that is under the button is this pre-button. That's I give it a class, and the next button, the preview button and the next button. So I need to style them together to have the same property with the over effect. So I have dots pre btn comma and dots next btn. So both of them has the same property. I wanted to have the same property. This is how you arrange it. You want to style something that have the same property. So the background, I want to use background, just background. I want the background to be transparent. Background should be transparent for the button. Then the border color, the border color also should be transparent. Then the font size should be 1.75 rem. Then the cursor should have a cursor pointer because the button. The cursor should be pointer. What else again do you need? The margin should be okay. We'll have the margin. Margin should be 0.25 rem. That's the margin. Then Obi, bring my phone. Then the text transform should be capitalized. Then transform your text should be capital. Text transform to capitalize. Transform your text to be capital. Then text letter spacing. I want the letter to be space. Letter spacing. Letter spacing will be 2 pixels. Letter spacing 2 pixels. Color. I'm using it. Color. var clear. Let me use this one. Transition should be var. What should be inside should be transition var dash transition. With this, I'm able to style the button. Then the button should have an over effect. And the effect when somebody clicks on it. So I have the dot pre-button over. I have an over effect for that one, comma. I also have dot next button.
Please, I can't see your screen. Oh.
It should be your network. Can anybody see my screen?
It's showing now. Thank you.
It's your network.
Mine has not been showing for long. I don't know.
Is your network? You can go out and come in back. Over effects. Now what I'll drop. Let me just finish. I'll give time for this thing. I have my var clear 3 or 5. Let me change it to 3. Clarity should be like 3. I don't want to add the media effect and the rest. But I don't know why some people are not seeing my screen. Should be able to have it via a transparency button. And a preview button right now at the middle with that styling properties. But because it has a lot of code, I've not even started adding JavaScript. We're going to divide the class into 2. I'm going to attend to the HTML and CSS questions now. Then, by 9 o'clock class, I'll go straight to the JavaScript. I'm having class. People should go inside. So, any question now? Yeah, the hall is open for question. I'm open to question. Hello.
Personally, good day, sir.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the coloring you used here. How did you come about it? Like the background color and the other color you used.
You can use your normal color.
But
the difference between the variation color is like it gives you a primary color, a secondary color. I'm trying to use a primary color. Then step so that the color will be not too thick. That's why I use a variation color. If I have to use a normal color, it will still work. But the variation color makes it look sweeter and nice.
Okay, thank you. Then, secondly, I don't know when after I had 2 images here, but after tiling the container, I noticed that I am only seeing 1 image. Yeah, that's making it relative, but still, I can't find the second image in my.
Yeah, because you've not applied JavaScript. But are you sure in your HTML your image are well attached? Link? Your
Yes,
HTML.
the image is well attached.
Okay, let's go back again. Your HTML, I think there's 2 places where images need to be there. Where you have your image 1 and image 2.
Yes.
Good.
Even the numbering, I can't see them again. Even those headers, I can't see them again.
Which
like
header?
the image. Like
okay, the H1, H2, H2, yes. H3, all those ones. Yeah.
The only thing I can see is
we've not styled it. We'll not get to a place where we need to style it. I just keep those styling those ones. You can style those header by yourself. I give it a font size. H1, H2, H3. You can give it a line height of your size. Give it the color that you want. All those small styling, you should do it by yourself.
The H1, H2, H3, they are not even visible.
That's what I'm saying.
The buttons are just
H1, H2,
are
H3.
just there. Yes.
Those ones are text
they are
now.
not visible.
It's not a button.
Like I feel like they're inside the image or something.
Yeah,
yes, for that one then.
The image is covering it.
Okay, then for the buttons, the buttons don't really have any effect. They're just used to.
Yeah, it won't have effect because you've not applied JavaScript.
Not really effects. Like
if you click on it, it's not moving, is it not?
That's aside that what we styled is not on my own is not having an effect. Like my text is not capitalized. my background color and all those is not.
Are you sure you style it well?
And that's what I'm checking though.
Let me open my CSS so that I check it again.
Okay.
See the way I style the button now. But remember, the way you name your button also affects it. The way you name your button also. How did you name your button in the HTML? So if you go to the HTML, you find out that one, the button I name it with pre-BTN and next BTN. Are you getting me? So if you don't go to your CSS, you should be able to have your pre
Yes.
the way it is and your next the way it is. Then it will have
Yes.
effect. But if you use capital in your HTML, you're not using small letter in your CSS, it will have effect.
Yes, it's the same thing. Let's choose some capital. It's margin 0 and 0 points.
Look at your button again. Look at this button. I name my button in my own is having effect. I don't know why yours is not having effect. See why I name my button. I give it a class of 3 BTN.
Yes,
I saying it.
that was
And
what I did, yes.
this one, only the B
Next
has
BTN.
capital, the rest are small.
Yes,
So when you go to your CSS, look at my CSS. I saying it dot small letter
Yes.
pre and this one and dot next. I saying it.
Yes. So
Maybe it's
the
like
text
this.
transform called capitalized. Is it just the first letter that is going to be capitalized?
Yeah, the text transform capitalize. It's the first letter will be capitalized. Capitalize in Microsoft means the first letter of the word should be capitalized.
Okay. Okay, I think it has an effect now. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question?
Yes,
Like what I was saying about these things, H1, I have tried to bring them out. The thing keeps blinking up and then disappearing. Those 1, 2, 3, those 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, I tried to do a flexbox.
No, you don't need to do a
I
flexbox.
wanted it to show at the end.
You don't need to do a flexbox. Just call H1, H2, H3. H1, comma, H2, comma, H3, comma, H4. Then say line height 1. You can make the line height 1. You know, you have H1, H2, H3, H4.
Yes, that's what I did, just as you did.
I can just come here. If I want them to come out, I say H1, comma.
Is it the same class of?
All
Is
of
it the
them
same
have the same
class of slide?
Eh?
The same class of slide.
All of them should have the same class now. You
Yes.
tie them together. They are tag selectors. H1, H2, H3. I want to give them the same property. H4. So that I will not be styling them 1-1. At this place now I can say okay. Let's tie them together. H1, H2, H3.
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah, line height. I'll go ahead and ask a question. Yeah, ask a question.
I am seeing slider dot HTML dot CSS and JS. Is it different thing from the index.html we have been using? Huh?
I said we have 3 files to work on. We have the slider.html. When it is HTML, you know that is an HTML file. When it is .css, you know that is .css. When it is slider.js, you know that is JavaScript. We've not touched JavaScript. We are just on HTML and CSS. Do you understand?
But slider we are working on now.
We are working on HTML and CSS. Eh? What do you say? Hello?
I mean, now that we are using slider dot, okay, I want to ask something. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
Now that we are using slider.html now, can we as well write all this thing under HTML, slider.html, is that index.html? If you don't want to use slider.html. Since you're
Yeah, you
working on
can
the
you can
same
use
web.
any name you want to use. You can use your name.html. Why I name it like that? I want it to have a unique convention. Are you getting me? What I'm creating is a slider.
Okay.
So I want all of them to have a unique name so that I know that this is my HTML file, this is my CSS file, this is my JavaScript file, and this is my image because I have other files there. Are you getting me? I also have index.html, so I don't want to have two index.html. Are you getting me? That's why I give it a unique name inside one folder. It's like I'm building a component inside a folder. So each time I want to reuse it, I can reuse it and rename it. But index.html is the default file there, so I don't want to use it.
But can all appear under one web page with the code inside the index.html?
Yeah, it depends on what you want to use. You link it.
I think if you are building a web page now, you
You
want
can
to slide
you
that now
can
to
put
be
all of them
inside
to
the
be index.html. Yes, you can put all of them inside the index.html. But you must link it with the
okay, this
CSS.
slide.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Question. No question.
Sorry, please, I have a question. How do we link it to the CSS?
This question sounds funny. Are you just starting your first class today?
I have not been up and doing anyway.
That's why you're not flowing now. So now you want to be up and doing.
Yes.
That's the first class I thought was a link to we'll pass all the stage. We'll pass all the stage. We'll pass all the stage linking files together. If you go to the HTML, look, this is where I link it to CSS after creating the CSS. See, once you type your link and enter, this will come out by default stylesheet.css. Then href is equals to, you will now put your CSS file here. If you remove the CSS file, you want to find your CSS file where the cursor is blinking, you can press your control and your space bar. It will give you your file structure. You link it. This is external linking. Linking your CSS file externally.
Okay.
We'll pass all the stage. So you just need to read up. Where is that lady that says she just joined? So can I answer her question so that I can round up? In our next class by 9 o'clock, by God grace, we're going to go into the JavaScript fully. Then if I modify the CSS, I will also update you too. Hello, young lady that I have question. The one that just joined.
Okay, sir. I just joined. Sorry. So my question is, since you people have gone far, so we that are just joining, can we have a different class so that we can meet up to where people have gotten to? Because I'm actually confused. Yes, we have a learning content on our dashboard, but you know that in coding, you have to be taught. I'm not really understanding because they keep bombarding us with lots of content. And when we have not even understood the first or the previous one we are actually looking at. So is there any for a way that we that just joined new can have a separate class so that we can meet up and understand?
You know, this class actually, I'm a private instructor. So the people that ask me to be taking you people, they are paying me. As it is now, they're paying me for this class I'm taking. They'll pay me for the next class I'll take. So if I have extra class, who's going to pay for it? That's one. Then they also supply me data. So that is challenge. Those that are just coming, if you can sacrifice to take care of the bee, I can have extra class for you. You understand? So that's a challenge. I mean, I can't be burning data, burning fuel, and taking other class that are not paid for. So that's a challenge. I don't know how many of you that are just joining.
We are lots that just joined.
I don't know. I don't know how many of you. That's why I'm showing the sacrifice now. This class is paid for. The data is paid for. The next class gonna have by 9 o'clock is paid for. The data is paid for. So we're gonna take care of the data, pay the class, to not take it from scratch to meet up.
I believe that the organization that we are sent to, I don't know, Sha. That's what I'm asking.
They are the
And
one paying
everyone
for
here,
this class. This is a continuous class now. Now you want me to now have another separate class again. Who's going
I'm
to pay
telling
for
you,
that? If the
since
organization
you're a
accept to
private,
pay another class.
they will not accept.
Let me suggest something to her. Hello,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah.
And there is this class that we call night class that we have been doing. The
Okay.
newcomers can join there and join the beginner class so that we can take them along. Anything they don't
Okay.
understand, they can follow up from there. I don't
Okay.
know
Thank you.
whether that will help.
That will help. I just drop the link for them. You have a WhatsApp group so that they can join.
Okay, I will
Because
contact the guy.
this class, yeah, this class right now will finish HTML, CSS. We are just moving into JavaScript. Sometimes we'll go back to HTML. We can't finish JavaScript without going back to HTML and CSS. But if you're just joining, you will be in the middle of the river. You don't know where to swim to. Means you have to read up HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Go ahead before my time runs out.
Sir, I have one question.
Oh, go ahead.
Sir? Hello?
Go
I
ahead.
joined it though, but before I joined, are you with me?
I'm hearing you.
I said I joined it a bit, and before I joined, you have created this script.js, which is the JavaScript. And I don't know how you link it. CSS and HTML. Can you please help me?
Don't worry, in our next class by 9 p.m., I will explain how I link my JavaScript to the HTML. So then before I will now start working on my JavaScript.
Thank you.
So in absence, any other questions that I can wrap up this class?
So can you show me your CSS again? Let me copy some things.
Okay, the CSS. For me? All right, that's the CSS. I'll still copy the CSS. I will drop the entire CSS code on the WhatsApp group and the HTML code on the WhatsApp group, compare it, and finish up the styling. There are some things I skip on the styling. I'll drop all of them.
Thank you, sir. That would be very great. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's call up this class. We'll have class again by 9 o'clock. By 9 p.m. Thank you. I'll drop everything, both the full HTML, full CSS on this thing so that you follow up. But JavaScript, I will explain the JavaScript in our next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a
Thank
nice
you,
day.
sir. Yeah,